Vinyl is back, and in this video, we'll cover the must-knows when shopping for a record player. So, sit back and let's get to it. First up, how do record players work? Vinyl records often sound different than a CD or streamed audio because they were recorded using analog equipment. That means a vinyl record has the actual music waves pressed into it. Here's how they work. There are tiny grooves around a vinyl record a little needle drags along. Every move the needle makes shakes a little magnet, which the record player converts to an audio signal that can be heard. This less-than-perfect surface gives a vinyl record texture that's often referred to as character. This might add a warmth or quality to the music that adds to your experience. So that's a little bit on how they work. Now let's talk about what to consider when shopping for one. All-in-one record players have built-in speakers. Here are a few examples. Victrola Empire, Victrola Respin, and Victrola Eastwood. They have built-in speakers so they can go anywhere with no other equipment needed, only power. And these also have Bluetooth built in so you can stream them to Bluetooth headphones or speakers you already have. So again, those are just a few all-in-one options. The Victrola Premier T1 doesn't have built-in speakers, which is why it's a little slimmer. This is called a component record player and is meant to be connected to an audio system, most likely a receiver, which takes the signal from your record player and pushes it to your speakers. With a record player, this is usually done with RCA cables, but it does have Bluetooth built in as well. Most modern receivers support both high and low-level inputs, and some record players have a high and low-level adjustment. Low-level is like a whisper coming from the record player. It's super quiet and needs a little help to be heard. If you're hooking them up to a speaker or system without a special phono output, you'll need an external device like this Pile PP999 to boost that whisper. On the other hand, high level is like normal talking volume. Turntables with this kind of output have their own built-in boost, so you can just plug them directly into most speaker systems. Basically, it's all about how loud the turntable signal is and how you make sure it's heard clearly through your speakers. One of the coolest modern features is the ability to connect a record player to Sonos speaker systems. That's where the Victrola Stream Onyx comes in. It can be added to your Sonos ecosystem, which means the record player can send its audio wirelessly. Pretty cool. It's controlled with the Sonos app, so it's easy to control your zones. Okay, so those are just a few of the must-knows when it comes to record player features. Now let's focus on a few other things to consider when you're shopping for one. Most records are 12 inches in diameter and spin at 33 1/3 RPMs, so they spin a little over 33 times a minute, or about once every 2 seconds. That's the most common for full-size records, but there are also some records that require 45 RPMs, commonly called 45s, or 78 RPMs, called, you guessed it, 78s. There are also smaller records. The most common are 10 and 7 inches. If you already have records or are interested in purchasing those, make sure your record player supports them. The next thing to think about is the cartridge type. The cartridge is what the needle connects to and what interprets the grooves on the record to actual music. Most cartridges are modular, meaning they can be removed and swapped. There are two types of cartridges, moving magnet, MM, and moving coil, MC. There's a lot of engineering and design that goes into each, but to keep it simple, make sure that whatever you get is supported by the rest of the equipment. For most, that'll be a moving magnet cartridge, since those don't generally require a preamp. The third thing to look at is the drive type of the record player. There are two main kinds, belt drive and direct drive. Belt drive turntables have a rubber belt that goes around the platter and connects it to a motor. This belt spins the platter. It's a bit gentler, often quieter, and can reduce vibrations. Direct drive turntables sit right on top of the motor, so it's powered directly. DJs love it because it starts up quickly and they can do cool tricks without the rubber belt getting in the way. But some think they pick up more vibrations this way. So it's a choice, the smooth waltz of the belt drive or the direct, quick moves of the direct drive. Finally, let's talk about operation type. There are three types, automatic, semi-automatic, and manual. An automatic turntable will move the arm and stylus into position and lower it to start playing automatically, then move it back off when it's done. A semi-automatic turntable requires the user to move the stylus into position, but then it can play and move it back automatically. A manual turntable requires the user to move the stylus into position to play the music and move it back when it's done. Before you go, let's talk about cleaning. Dust can impact the performance and sound of your record player, so keep it covered whenever possible. Most record players come with covers, and cleaning kits like this Victrola Vinyl Record Cleaning Kit are great, especially when buying used records. And, of course, a sweet stand like this Victrola Vinyl Record Stand. It's a great way to put your records on display. So, there you have it. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more tech tips from Best Buy. And if you'd like further recommendations on record players, make a free appointment with the Best Buy home expert. Click the link below to find out more or to set up an appointment. Thanks for watching.